This is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. Here in Rhode Island, we take pride in taking care of our own. At Lathrop Insurance, we have spent 86 years helping families and businesses protect what matters most. Whether it's your home, your business, or the legacy you're building, our team is here to provide peace of mind through customized insurance solutions. We're proud to support high school sports across Rhode Island because when our community grows stronger, we all win. Lathrop Insurance. Personalized protection, local expertise. Visit lathropinsurance.com to see how we can protect what matters most to you.
Good morning, I'm Maria DiMaggio with the Ocean Community Chamber of Commerce, and I'm here with Jen Britton of
Outer Light Brewing Company in Groton, Connecticut.
And this is Business Over Breakfast.
Get out of bed, the business is calling, the coffee is ready. Wake up with the best, so wake up with the best. Business over breakfast with the Ocean Community. Business over breakfast with the Ocean Community.
So Jen, tell us about Outer Light Brewing.
All right, so we're standing in the brewery itself, and right next door is our tap room. Outer Light just passed its 10th anniversary in April.
Congratulations.
Yeah. We are actually not the founders of it. We purchased Outer Light last year. We are actually the founders of Graysale Brewing Company in Westerly, Rhode Island. So these are sister companies now that operate completely independently. Each have their own flair to them, their own unique qualities, and their own beers. So
Branding, logoing, everything.
Everything. So Outer Light here in Groton, Connecticut is nestled between Electric Boat and the U.S. Naval Sub Base.
Which is a great place to be. I'm sure you get a lot of people that come after work.
Yes, and it's just a great thing to be part of, to be able to support. This weekend we just had the commissioning party, one of the parties to kick off the commissioning weekend for the USS Idaho.
Super exciting. And that's not your first one either.
No, last year we did the kickoff party for the crew for the commissioning of the USS Iowa.
Wow.
So, and hopefully we'll do more in the future. It's been great. It's certainly makes this brewery, it gives a really fun aspect and very meaningful for us who work here. So we have a 15...
Yeah, what are we looking at back here?
Yeah, so these are our fermenters and our bright tanks. It's kind of the finishing part before packaging here. Mike is up there, or was up there on the brew deck. And today we're doing a collaboration brew, which is not uncommon to do with other breweries. So today I don't even know what it is that they're making.
So when you say you're doing a collaboration brew, it's you and another brewery, you're working together, but you're making it here on site.
Correct, yes.
Fabulous.
So it's something that's done.
How often do you do that?
Well, not very often, a couple times a year.
I mean, that's,
so usually for a reason or purpose, but sometimes just for fun. So Casey's bringing...
I was like, are there hops? Is there, was anything cool in there?
Casey's bringing in basically the empty dumper. It will go over to the brew house over there, and all of our the spent grain that comes out of the mash will get put into that dumper.
So that's where the grain, once the beer is
made
and fermented, it'll...
Right, after the mash is done in the brew house.
Come stand next to me a little bit.
So the spent grain will go into there. And part of the brewing process worldwide is that the spent grain will go to a farmer to be used as feed. So it's really not waste at all.
That's fabulous. So we recycle it. And it's put to good
goes
use.
on to the next best use of the spent grain.
And maybe the animals get a little buzz, right?
Yeah, it's before it's fermented, so
perfect.
It's all good.
Awesome. So what is the beer that you folks are brewing today?
So they are brewing, Mike just said, a Hefeweizen. He's over there actually prepping oranges, it looks like, to be part of the beer, part of the ingredients for this beer. So everything happens up here.
He's got his mash tun where all the grain gets delivered to, gets added, hot water gets added, it gets crushed down, and again, we talked about the spent grain. And then the wort that comes out of that will be sent over to the fermenters, which are here. And it will ferment probably Hefeweizen in about 3 weeks.
Wow.
In the fermenters, they'll keep track of it. They'll do some quality testing along the way. After that, they'll send it to the last tank down there that's shaped differently. That's the bright tank.
Okay.
They'll add CO2 to carbonate the beer at that point.
All right, that makes sense.
And then it will go to the back of the brewery over there to our packaging area. So we'll
Everything's
either get
done
put
in-house.
into kegs or cans. Everything is done in-house. Outer Light operates with a very small staff. So we've got Mike there as our head brewer. We've got Casey, who basically does anything and everything here. And Kurt runs the tap room, helps out in the brewery when needed. And he's really also the face of working with the community, working with Electric Boat, the sub base, et cetera, for these
great to
events
have that you have that
we do.
partnership,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, and he's been doing that really, I think, almost since the beginning. So when we came into Outer Light a year ago, this staff is fully functional, does everything. Like I said, we wanted to maintain that
turnkey.
character. And so they are really the ones who run the day-to-day here. And I just help out behind the scenes.
I love that. It's great that you had a team already in place, and then the continuity was able to continue to keep Outer Light as
it was intended. So
awesome.
So Tom Dreher was the founder of Outer Light, and he actually is still part of the team here as a small owner. Which is great, so that he can just see his baby continue to grow.
Yeah, that's great.
So
That's great that there's still that camaraderie as well. So, as you can see in front of us, we have 3 of the most prevalent brands or types of beers that you folks create here. Why don't you take us through what we have?
Sure. So I pulled from our cooler of many, many beers, because we do a lot of one-off beers that we feature here at the tap room and at some local places that would like to feature them. But the 3 kind of staples that we have out on the market that you can find on draft at local bars, restaurants throughout Connecticut, and in package stores, we've got Juicy, I'll let you read the name, Juicy Bull, I'm not supposed to say the name, anyway. The S is a $, the H is a £,
Or a hashtag.
the I, or yes, I'm sorry, hashtag, I'm dating my
No,
my
listen,
age
I
here.
know it is a £sign too.
And then the I is an exclamation point, and then
So
the
cute.
T, so I'll let you put that all together
Figure it
there.
out.
That is a hazy IPA. Subduction is probably the most prevalent. So this is a true IPA out there on the market. Subduction, again, got the play on the ocean as well as submarine.
Well, it's fitting especially for the area that we're in.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
It really ties us to our identity here.
And it actually fits in very well with your theme over at Grace Ale, which is very
Yes.
much
Yes.
sea-based, ocean-based as well.
Very much geography-based for where we are here on the coast. And then Morning Light is one of our most recent additions. It's a light lager, and it has taken off very well. So it's been a great complement to the rest of the lineup. And then again, we feature, at any given point in time, probably about 10 different beers here at the tap room.
On tap or as well?
Both on tap for our patrons who come in and hang out with us for just a regular tap room day, or for trivia on Wednesday nights. We do do a lot of different events. Kurt, who will meet or have met, runs trivia. So
And that's every Wednesday?
Every Wednesday.
From what time?
I believe it starts at 6:30.
And this place, I'm sure, gets packed.
It does. It does.
So get
And
here
it
early
does.
if you're coming to play trivia.
And during the summer, it's great. We have the patio outside. We call it the patio. It's part of the parking lot with our tent for full coverage. So it really is. it's just, again, the staff here does an amazing job with the tap room,
And it's very
it's
cool
just
that
a
they're
fun
connected,
place to be.
so that even if you're in the tap room, you can see what's happening in the
Yes.
in the
yes.
brewery and
Yep.
vice
So they are
versa.
separated, and they need to be, but the glass panels here have a nice view of the brewery itself.
But I've been here also where you've had music set up in the brewery section,
Yeah, so when
people
we're not
can kind
in
of
operation,
mingle. Yeah.
so it's still sectioned off, but we do expand the taproom space a little bit with that, so that people can maneuver and we can have live music, and we do that frequently on Saturdays in the summer. And we also have a mug club, so we have really
Which we'll pan over after,
a
yeah.
huge amount of local support, and the mug club has been a great program both here and at Gray Sale.
So how does that work for those who might not
So
know what
the
the
mug club
is?
is patrons purchase basically their mug.
Okay.
So they're always drinking out of their mug.
And they're kept here.
They are kept here. They're cleaned here, kept here, put right back where we can find them in number order. And they receive discounts on their beer as they go through as part of the
Perfect.
mug club anytime they fill a mug with the beer of their choice. And it's just a really nice kind of bind, a nice tie to have with our customers who
That's
are loyal
awesome.
supporters. So, and
That's
we
great.
appreciate them very much.
Now, do you have a cap on the mug club? Like, can you only allow? Is there a wait list or?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Yes,
I
yes,
figured as
yes,
much because
at both places. but
We'll take a look
there
at
are only so many mugs you can manage
exactly
at a time. But
exactly.
Yeah, but.
You're a brewery, not a mug storage facility. But that's
And-
awesome that you provide that kind of a neat feature.
And here, we'll get a shot of it later, but Kurt does a really nice job with the buy a beer board. So he's got for first responders, we've had for Coast Guard, we've had for teachers, where any patron can buy forward a beer and we keep track.
That's awesome.
And then when somebody comes in and they were a veteran, they were a first responder, they're whatever, their beer has already been paid for by another patron
That's so cool.
anonymously, and then we just take it
take
off
it off
the ticker. So
That's amazing.
So anyway, so he keeps that running, which is really nice, and again, it's a great way to just build the camaraderie of our area and be community focused, which is something that's part and parcel both for Adderley as well as Gray Sale.
That's such a great. I've never seen that the buy a beer forward at other breweries, so that's great.
Yeah, he does
And
a really
do you
great
guys
job
do you
with
guys
it.
do that at Gray Sale as well?
We have not, because we really just don't have the space to publicly track it.
Yeah.
You really have to have it displayed so
That's
that
right, you're gonna come
people
to
can
Adderley.
see it. And our tap room is set up, quite differently. But anyway, it is a great idea. It's one that I hope that we can mimic in some
Yeah.
fashion at Gray Sale, but it's
Awesome. So as we can see here, as Jen was talking about earlier, having commissioned a couple of the submarines over at
having participated right
in
the kickoff parties.
the parties
Yep.
which are held here. No.
The Thursday parties for the last
But
that I've been involved with. Yes,
The last how many?
2. So last year and this year.
That's
so
awesome.
in the
So
spring.
explain to everybody what this plaque is, because
this
you're so
is-
proud of it, and it's
I
really
am.
cool.
It's going to get hung up over there. We just received it. So anyway, it's an honorary plank honor. It's just acknowledging that we're supportive of the crew of the USS Idaho.
Very cool.
And really, again, we're really supportive of all the men and women who serve, and we're very appreciative for what they do day in, day out, their families. And that's a really nice part with the kickoff party on the Thursday. It's seeing the crew and their families, and all their young kids and everything. And it's just such a great thing to witness.
Yeah,
and
I'm
see
sure.
them. And then they go on to, the more formal, events of the Friday night's events, and then Saturday morning, of course, when they were at the sub-base to commission, which
That's
has been
awesome.
all over Facebook
Yeah,
and
yes.
Instagram and posts everywhere. And what a tremendous accomplishment to be able to launch a new boat. But,
It's great.
But to be able to spend even just those few hours really in awe of these men and women who serve, and the veterans who come out like this, the veterans from the state of the boat. So like Idaho, there were so many men and women who we got to meet from
That's awesome.
Idaho, from their veterans groups, and it was just such a pleasure. It was just so much fun.
Well, I do have to say that Jen and Alan Brinton, who's your partner in business and partner in life.
We call him Jen's husband, yeah.
I love it, Jen's husband. You guys are super involved in the community, not only here, but also in Westerly, where Gray Sale and is located. But you're also, if people know you, which we do, but very supportive of the active service members and the veterans. So this just seems right in line with what you guys hold dear, but also the mottos of both businesses.
For us, when we were looking at, when Tom had approached us about purchasing Outer Light, and it took a few years to get to the point where we actually did it, last January. But one of the biggest reasons for me was that relationship and that community involvement. So it's
the missions
panned out to be
aligned.
A great,
yeah,
right, to be a great fit for us. So
that's fabulous.
Yes.
Not only are we doing beer over business, which is what today's episode should be called, we also have this awesome machine. Tell us about what this cold brew machine is all about.
Cold brew, and then we've got our espresso maker somewhere usually when we're open. Over here now. We move things around. So we started a coffee bar.
Fabulous.
I believe last August. We're actually going to be changing our hours. So starting next week, coffee bar is going to be open from 10 or 11 a.m. each day. 11 a.m. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I believe possibly 10 a.m., but certainly by 11 a.m. Saturdays and Sundays.
Awesome.
And that's been really great, just to have something additional. And a great use of the tap room for people who are coming in who
early to work
or just want a quiet place to meet. That's unique, a little different, off the beaten path, not crowded.
Or those who come and they don't necessarily want beer, but they can have coffee.
So we have people who it's available all day while we're open, which is great. It's Ely Coffee, and it goes through one of our beer distributors, ironically. But it's been really great. The coffee's fantastic. And they get very creative with it, with lattes and all different kinds of drinks, iced or hot.
I mean, I see all
we
the
have
flavors
lots of different
behind
flavors.
us too.
Plus, you can make it a little boozy with. Here in Connecticut, we feature Litchfield County Distillers. So Litchfield Distillery is a Connecticut-based distillery, and in Connecticut, breweries are allowed to bring in and sell products that are made throughout Connecticut.
Awesome.
So we've got Litchfield as our distillery. We have Jonathan Edwards wine as well, which is a really nice benefit to.
So now you can offer more than just beer. That's great.
Right. So, and it came about really to support the local beverage manufacturing base.
That's awesome.
So still primarily a brewery featuring our brews, etc., but a little bit of something for everything, and now including coffee.
And for those who are coming in to visit to try the beers or have a coffee or whatnot, you do allow outside food in, correct?
We do, yes, we do. So we are not a brew pub. We often will have a food truck here, especially for events. But people are welcome to bring in. We really encourage frequenting our local establishments here in the area.
As a former chamber board member, we appreciate that, promoting the local business.
All things local. For takeout or delivery, and just again, it's a great way to support the whole community. You can bring your food in here, hang out, play trivia, play other games, with your family, with your friends. We are very family focused.
Yep.
Just as we are at Gray Sale, so everybody is welcome. Obviously, we'll only serve somebody with ID over 21.
But if you have younger kids, they can come into the tap room.
Always welcome.
I mean, there's a whole shelf over there of games, which is not just for children, but for the adults, for everyone who want to come and hang.
Correct.
And the other great thing is that you accept the Ocean Community Chamber of Commerce gift certificates.
We do, here and at Gray Sale.
Yep.
Yes.
So if you happen to have some and you've never been to Outer Light and you want to check it out and you have some gift certificates, bring them here and try out their beer, their coffee, some of their, the other products that they provide, which is
just
great.
See the space, meet the staff, and enjoy being part of the community.
And we were just talking about this, but since it's over your shoulder.
The Buy a Beer Board.
The Buy a Beer Board we were talking about.
So I don't know if you can see them all here, but we've got basically the different groups that are listed here, and of course, if somebody
awesome.
had something else to add, we certainly would. Electric boat apparently got added in maybe this weekend for an electric boat staff member, and like I said, we had Coast Guard was part of Homeland Security, so right now they're, little.
I love that though. That's great. So if you say I came in and I was hanging out wherever and I saw this, I could say, okay, I'd like to purchase a beer It doesn't
for a
matter. It
veteran.
doesn't matter which
Doesn't
one.
matter.
You just purchase it and then they'll.
Right. The person who comes in meeting any of these categories picks their own beverage and,
Fabulous.
and gets it on the house.
That's
And
so
It's just a
nice.
really nice way to pay it forward, and it's a nice treat, nice surprise really for somebody who comes
That's
in
awesome.
who wasn't expecting it. So
So it's so nice when you can surprise people like that,
Yeah.
right? It's
just
it
a
makes
very-
everybody's day.
Very, very small, very inexpensive token of kindness. So
Awesome. So Jen, we're standing here with some of your staff. Do you want to come down the line and introduce
it's not
them?
some of the staff. This is
The staff, the full staff.
So
Fabulous.
this is the crew that runs the brewery day to day. So we've got Mike, our head brewer, Mike Birkinshaw, Casey Wright, who, as I said, does absolutely anything and everything that she needs to do here, from assisting with the brews to packaging. Mike also runs the packaging lines as well. Very small crew here. And Kurt Delaney runs our tap room, has been here the longest out of the three, assists with whatever needs to get done on brewery floor when it's needed, especially for packaging. And again, this is the very small but mighty crew that runs Outer Light every day.
Jen, thank you so much. You guys, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
This is Outer Light Brewing in Groton, Connecticut, and this has been Business Over Beers.